Les jeux de stratégie ont toujours eu du mal à trouver leur place sur console. La société britannique The Creative Assembly est particulièrement bien placée pour le savoir. Elle a développé depuis début 2000 plusieurs RTS très prisés des joueurs PC, à l'image de la série des Total War. Aujourd'hui, elle s'attaque aux consoles next-gen avec Stormrise. Plutôt que d'opter pour la simplicité, ce qui reviendrait à faire des concessions au niveau de la profondeur du gameplay, les développeurs ont choisi une toute autre voie. Pas question d'altérer en quoi que ce soit les versions console. Stormrise sera doté du même gameplay sur Xbox 360 et PS3 que sur PC, et ce grâce notamment à une utilisation ingénieuse de la manette.
With Stormrise, what we've done is try to create a control system that works as well on console as it does on PC. The solution was whip select, and basically whip select is a really quick and very accurate way to move between the different units that you have on the playfield. On the controller, it works entirely with the right control stick. So if you want to move to some units that are, all the way on the other end of the map in that direction, you just hold your control stick out and it creates a light beam effect, and you just select the unit that you want to go to, you let go and it immediately goes there. Also, if you want to quickly move around the map in a local area, you can just flick it, and when you flick it, it goes in that direction to the closest unit that's near you. So when you combine the two of them, sort of whipping and sort of holding it out and doing a precise movement, you actually can move around the map faster than you ever could before.
Rendre Stormrise parfaitement jouable à la manette était indispensable pour pouvoir espérer accrocher le public de spécialistes visés. Mais en même temps, ce facteur n'est bien évidemment pas suffisant en soi pour permettre au jeu de s'affirmer parmi les autres titres du marché. The Creative Assembly a donc décidé d'introduire de nouveaux éléments de gameplay. Le plus important d'entre eux tient incontestablement à l'utilisation de la verticalité.
A really new feature, the whip select is fantastic because it means that it works on console as well as it does on PC, but the really important thing about this game is verticality. So verticality means it's a real 3D gameplay. Because of this sort of movement technique that we have with whip select, it's a 3D sort of realm, and so we can create 3D environments. And also, we have much more in our RTS game than just a flat map. Traditionally, RTS is just a flat map and you move things around it, but we can have tunnels underneath it, we can have rooftops that you look down from, we have aircraft that actually fly in different height spectrums as well as just moving across on a 2D platform. So there's a lot more in terms of strategy that you can have in our gameplay. We have levels that are entirely indoor buildings, entirely underground, and they're longer than they are wide. So there's a lot of different sort of things that you can do in terms of the gameplay. Traditionally with strategy games, the strategy comes entirely from unit design and their special abilities or their tech trees. So we have all of that. We have some units that are all well balanced and we have special abilities and sort of interesting things. But on top of that, we've added all that strategy, that environmental strategy creates. So if you think about it like a first-person shooter game, you are 3D spatially aware, so you know that I might be in this room, but there might be someone underneath me, but I can't see them, and so you have to use different strategy. So bringing that strategy and putting it into an RTS game is what we've done. So it's probably, in a way, the most strategic sort of real-time strategy game there is, because you have to worry about more than just your units and their placement, but about where they are in their environment as well.
Proposer un gameplay à la fois profond et complexe, c'est un choix qui demande au joueur de l'investissement et du temps. Mais pour l'aider dans son apprentissage, les développeurs ont fourni un gros travail afin qu'il ait en sa possession toutes les clés nécessaires à la bonne compréhension du gameplay.
Cible gauche calibrée.
Joli travail. À présent, passe à l'autre côté.
We've created a very rich tutorial, well, not so much just a tutorial, there is a tutorial, but the learning experience goes throughout the whole level. So there's 12 levels in the campaign mode, and effectively it's a really long tutorial. So we start off with flat maps, we start introducing a little bit of bridges and a little bit of this, that, and then also with the units, you start off with very simple units with simple movements, and then you learn about indirect commands, about, calling troops, different sort of activities. So the idea is by the end of your campaign, you're a master of all of it and you have a very good idea, so you can go online, play skirmish, or you can play AI or whatever you like with your favorite maps.
Parmi les points déterminant le succès d'un RTS se trouve en premier lieu l'aspect multijoueur. Avec Stormrise, The Creative Assembly a tenté de simplifier au maximum les démarches nécessaires pour rejoindre ou créer une partie. L'accessibilité a été le mot d'ordre, ce qui a notamment entraîné des choix essentiels au niveau du gameplay, qui n'incluent pas par exemple la construction des bâtiments.
Unité perdue.
One important thing that we've done for multiplayer is we've created the game in a way that we can very fairly and very evenly create drop-in and drop-out points. So you can join anytime with this game and you can leave at any time without affecting the rest of the players in a multiplayer match. We think that's very important because traditionally RTS games require a very long time commitment, and you have to have enough time to sort of play the whole game. And that might be a few hours, and with our game we have up to 8 people playing, so if you have 8 armies across multiple levels, that could be quite an epic game. But with the way we've constructed our game with one resource, so we can calculate scientifically drop-in, drop-out points, well, our building constructions are locked onto particular sort of locations, they're not random, and also the tech tree in our game is linked to individual units and not so much to a research branch or to a building. And so that way we can actually calculate fair drop-in points, so sort of mathematical drop-in points for anyone who joins a game that's existing that isn't unfair on them as a new player, but also isn't sort of unfair for other players who have left. And also when they leave, it's very simple because all their resources get evenly split to their team members. They leave with the tech that they had for their units, and that's fine. And then and all the buildings can be sort of mathematically spread out. So it's a very fair system, and it means that you can have very quick games. If you only have 30 minutes for lunch and you want to quickly join a game, you can do that. But you can also have very big games that don't end if someone decides to leave.
Stormrise semble être à ce jour un cas assez unique dans l'univers des RTS. Rarement on aura eu affaire à un gameplay aussi dense sur console. Un choix qui s'avère au final plutôt payant. Mais ça, on le verra d'ici peu dans une critique complète d'un 101%.
Ils me tiennent. Partons à leur poursuite.
Non. Nous avons l'ordre d'attendre. Bientôt, il va avoir besoin de nous.